Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Rising Star Casino Paddle Wheel Podcast. I'm Corey Gibson, and I'm joined here again by Greg Tufts. Greg, how are you?
Great. It's kind of like Laurel and Hardy in here, isn't it?
Yes, it really is.
It's like a comedy podcast. So I made a lot of fun of Corey last week because he had some notes. So
the last 6 months.
I've got, well,
You've made
that's what
fun
the
of
people
me.
are tuning in for. So I have notes this time just because if I don't, Chrissy, our director of marketing, will be super mad if we don't talk about things we're supposed to talk about because I get off on tangents and tell stories, which I have another one today, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So one thing we do want to talk about first is September. We're going to have a ultimate fan experience, and it's going to have to do with the Bengals. The Bengals are hot, right?
Yep.
I'm a big Bengals fan. Corey's a big Bengals fan, have been for a long, long time. Went through years and years of pain and suffering. But now they're hot. We've got a big promotion in September. We also have a VIP golf tournament that Corey's going to talk about. But what this ultimate fan experience is going to be is you can start earning entries September 1st. The giveaway is going to be September 24th. Mm-hmm. So we're going to give away 2 tickets to every game from September 24th on, every home game. And then we have 2 trips that you can also take. One to New Orleans when they play the Saints. You're going to be staying at our Silver Slipper property near New Orleans. And we're going to take care of airfare, transportation, all that. 2 tickets to that game. And then we're also going to fly you to Nashville when they play the Titans.
Okay.
So,
do you get one or the other, or do you get both?
No, you get both.
Oh,
so
wow.
you get all home games from September 24th on, and then you get the 2 road games.
That's awesome.
Airfare, transportation, hotel. So, that's fantastic. I want to.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm thinking about quitting, and just so I can earn some entries.
The playoff game that we went down to Tennessee, I didn't go, but it's almost. You could hear the Bengals roaring down there.
You would think that the company would probably want to send someone with the winners.
Yeah.
Someone like yourself. You are player development, right? You're in the entertainment in the entertainment line of work, so you need to entertain them when they go.
Sounds good. So
there
needs to be 3 tickets or 4, and I can bring you.
I'm in.
Director on duty.
That's right. Somebody's got a chaperone, right?
But even that game down in New Orleans, staying at our sister property, I just had a VIP customer stay down there last week for 3 days, and he says it's awesome. It's right on the bay and everything.
They got a little infinity pool. They got a really good restaurant, I've heard, called Blue Bayou. I haven't been down there yet, but I heard it's fantastic.
And they have their buffet open, too. They got a buffet down there, and they said it was really good. He said he ate there all 3 times. So.
And then that September 24th, we also have VIP golf tournament, right?
That is correct. Now, we usually do 80 VIPs, but we're going to bump it to 88. And that extra 8, Joe, he's really good friends with a lot of those former Bengals players.
Yep.
So we're going to have a lot of those former Bengals players from not this past AFC championship, but back in the day, the 81,
yes,
81 and the 90s. So
those guys are down at the property a lot playing golf. So that's always a great time.
There's some of them that can play. I think Dave Fulcher, I remember they said he parred in one of the VIP golf outings, he parred the first 5 holes their team did and then birdied the rest of the 13.
Well,
ended up winning it.
We got erasers on those pencils too.
Yeah, I know. I know we don't do it.
I'm not sure if you can always
That's your
trust
fault. You order them, don't you?
Well, yeah. So we'll have ex-Bengals players at that VIP tournament. If you may be lucky enough to get one of those guys on your team.
Yep.
So that'll be a big day with the giveaway and the VIP golf.
It's really cool having them there the same time as that. So I think a lot of our customers are really looking forward to that. And I actually, to be honest, I am too. I think this is one of the best giveaways we've done in a long time.
Oh, for sure. And in the end of September, too, we already start thinking about Christmas, unfortunately. And fortunately.
Unfortunately.
So Christmas will be coming up. Our tree lighting ceremony is actually November 2nd. And then in September, at some point, Santa and Mrs. Claus will be in the podcast studio doing their own podcast, talking about who's naughty and who's been nice, right? So they'll be talking about that, and they're going to be talking about some of the other things we've got coming up for Christmas. We've got a couple new features this year for our Christmas casino. I don't want to divulge that yet. I may let Santa talk about that or Mrs. Claus. So we do have a few new things this year for kids and adults to take part in. So what we've talked about, Christmas, Bengals. So I've been doing some customer service training with the staff on property. We've had, I don't know, probably 14 customer service classes that the staff has taken part in. Everyone from the general manager down. So I've been given the class, and I worked it back when it was Grand Victoria, and bar none, I think we were the leaders in customer service in the market. Mm-hmm. Wasn't even close.
Yeah.
You worked back there then. You were in the gift shop or in the hotel. And, I think these classes that we've done over the past month has really been a reminder. Because after COVID, things went away. Some things didn't come back. Service, just the whole service environment changed, and you had to adapt and kind of do things differently. So the past month we've been doing kind of a reminder to the staff that, we were the best in customer service, and we're not that far now away from it, I don't think. But I think this whole reminder has been really good for the staff and for the customers. And
I went through mine, and I enjoyed it. I mean, it really put something, reminder back in the head. It's like, hey, you're here for the customers.
Right. Yeah, I think it's been great. I think that, everyone, from if you're a dishwasher or you're a casino host or you're a dealer or you work at the hotel front desk, I think everyone is trying to make sure they take that extra step, that extra surprise and delight for the customers.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Everybody needs a reminder about it.
Absolutely.
So I do have a story. I got a story. Now, it's not as crazy as the guy jumping off the second level of the casino ship stealing money, but I was reached out to by a gentleman who was our ship's architect. He actually lives in Tampa now. Reached out to us. He wanted our whistle, the whistle that's on our casino boat, on the paddle boat. So, our paddle boat doesn't move. We don't need a whistle anymore. So he was like, I'll buy it from you. I guess there's a patent on it. There's only 4 of them in the world that's left. He wanted it because he's commissioning a new, I think it's a dinner cruise ship or boat that's going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. It's like a paddle boat, but he wanted the whistle for it.
Okay.
So he called, said, hey.
How big's this whistle?
It was about probably 55 pounds. It's brass. Probably about that long, and the circumference is about like that. So it was on top of the pilot house. Anyway, so he comes up. I say, yeah, you can bring. He goes, I'll bring you a new whistle. I'm like, whatever. We probably won't put it on, but we do have a new whistle. We don't need it. Anyway, he brought new whistle. We take the old one down, but while he was here, he was kind of telling a story. He was actually one of the captains that drove the boat from New Orleans to Rising Sun back in '96. Mm-hmm. So the boat was commissioned by Hyatt Gaming at the time, and he drove the boat up. Well, we couldn't get through, or he couldn't get through under the Louisville Bridge. So they get to Louisville, they can't get under the bridge, they're 18 inches too high. So they have to stop. They have to cut off the pilot house. So if you've been to our property, you've looked out at our casino, there's a little crow's nest at the top. It's a little where the pilot house was and all the electronics to drive the boat. That's where the captains, first mates, they kind of worked out of that. They had to cut it off. So it was like driving a convertible, drop the instrument panel down. Here's where the story gets a little dicey, and I think statute of limitations is way past what I'm going to be talking about. So the boat at that point was still 18 inches too high to go into the bridge. So we had to get with, I don't know if it's the Army Corps engineer. I don't know who controls the locks and dams on the river, but
release water.
They had to convince them to open the lock, release the river down 18 inches so we could get the boat underneath the bridge.
Had to flood Madison to get through.
We had to flood Madison, Indiana to get the boat underneath the bridge. Well, I'm pretty sure, this wasn't, it may have been legal, or I don't know. But they had to do it in the middle of the night. So I'm guessing not a lot of people knew that it was going on. So in the middle of the night, they open the lock, they empty the river 18 inches, the boat goes through, they immediately shut the lock back, and they drive the boat to Rising Sun and dock it. He had some more stories just about driving it up here, and it was nuts. And that was in '96. That boat has been through a lot.
Did you open it in '96?
No,
okay.
I didn't get here until '98.
Okay,
I started in '98. So yeah, it was that's nuts. But yeah, he had a lot of pretty funny stories about the boat.
And he got his whistle?
He got the whistle. The whistle's going to be on a dinner cruise ship in Nashville, Tennessee.
When did he get this?
He invited us down, too.
When did he get it? How long ago?
What, the whistle?
Yeah.
Just a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
so this is recent.
Oh, yeah.
This is not even an old story.
He just reached out. This is a brand new story. This just happened 2 or 3 weeks ago. So he's a good contact. I'm going to get some other stories out of him, too.
Well, that's good.
Now, I know I'm a little casual today, but it's Casual Friday, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Well, we've got a little podcast coming on this afternoon.
Are you golfing?
Yeah, it's Beat the Pro.
Oh.
So it's me and JP going at it.
What are the odds?
There are no odds. It's just me. I'm just going to beat him, and then it's going to be on the podcast, and it's going to be embarrassing for him.
He'll probably bail out.
Because he's the pro.
His back hurts all the time. That's what he tells me.
Of course. Oh, I'm sure he'll preface that as soon as we start the whole podcast.
I'm not feeling good.
Whatever.
Well, I wish you luck against him. He is a tough one. He was playing pretty good golf 3 months ago.
I know.
Luckily, I drew him as a partner, so, I was in good shape.
So I guess, we can almost wrap it up now. Just remember that that Bengals Ultimate Fan experience is going to be unbelievable. I think that's just a fantastic offering that we're going to give the customers.
Okay, I got 2 things for you, and then I'm going to share some. Any word on Jack's Deli?
No word on Jack's Deli yet. We're still kind of in the planning phase right now. Because we're still a casino boat, naval architects have to get involved.
Well, I saw we cleaned out the area, moved some of the slot machines forward. So,
I think Bill was planning on kind of doing that anyway.
Okay.
Just to kind of give people more room on the casino floor to move around and be able to get through.
It looks nice down there. Host office, I saw we're painted.
Ooh, host office. So host office, we painted. Carpet just came in this week.
Oh, cool.
We've got a few more wallpaper things we have to do. I would give it middle of September.
Oh.
You're probably in it.
Okay.
I would look for, if you're a customer coming in, middle of September-ish, I would look for the new.
Before Christmas Casino.
Oh, yeah. Way before Christmas Casino,
Good.
You'll be in there.
Okay. And then few things. Rising Sun Navy Bean Festival, Friday the 16th, Saturday the 17th. Friday starts at 3:30. They're going to have rides. It's a fair.
Oh, you know what? Now that you just said that, we're bringing back the shuttle.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Jimmy told me that.
The shuttle's coming back. So our little electric gem card is what it's called, but it's his little shuttle.
That's not going around town, though, right?
It is going to go downtown.
Oh, cool.
We're going to be open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think Friday, Saturday, 1 to 9, and then Sunday mornings from 9 till 1 p.m. So it'll run people back and forth to the lodge. It'll run people to the golf course. It will make some runs downtown, Rising Sun. It'll go down Main Street and make a loop down there probably every other hour or so. The shuttle, they've been calling for the shuttle for a while, especially people that have to stay at the lodge or people that need to go play golf. We are bringing that back.
Well, that's good. That's I heard a rumor. I forget who I heard it from, and I said I wasn't going to. I was like, I'm not broadcasting until I know for sure.
It's a done deal.
Good. Did we hire someone for it?
We did hire somebody for it.
Yeah, there we go.
It's an employee who used to work for us. If you've been a customer there for a while, you'll enjoy him.
Who is it? I gotta know.
Squeaky.
Oh my gosh! How'd you persuade him?
He wanted to do it, so Squeaky's coming back to drive the shuttle.
That's pretty good. So so Navy Bean I was talking about in Rising Sun. We're also having they got a parade 10:30 a.m. and then they also have entertainment will start at 2:00 that day, go to 10 on Saturday. It's a fun time. People come all over the place. I just set up four couples, customers. They come and they stay at the RV park, and then they just go back and forth.
Who's the band?
It's there's a bunch of them. They're usually 2-hour swings, but I don't know the headliner on top of my head. But it's I'll be down there after work.
Sure you will.
It's always a good time. I'll meet you down there.
Mm-hmm. Be down there in the beer garden.
Hey, some people call it the State Fair, okay? That's what they usually
State Fair?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
See, you've been missing out
big
on it
city,
your whole
Rising
life.
Sun, big city.
But this is a big change because it's in September. It's
right.
usually in October,
right.
So I kind of like the change.
I do too.
Probably more better weather.
Sure.
And then next thing, I should go ahead and say it. The new gift instead of the grill. At the end of September 30th, starting October 1st, we're going to do the Apple iPad giveaway.
Yep. So, iPad, that was a good one. We did that before.
Yeah, everyone likes iPads. So 9th generation iPad. It'll be October, November, December. So good Christmas gifts. We're giving one away every day. So that'll be a good one. That's all I got.
What else you got?
That's it.
You got any jokes or anything?
No. I don't have anything, nothing to entertain
Corey's not
you.
very funny.
No,
so
I'm not.
He's going to work on that for
and
the next.
I even already had someone come up to me and said, "Do you got any stories like Greg?" And I'm like, I leave Greg the stories. I'm the listener.
You got to up your game. You're going to get replaced. Like Ryan Seacrest. Remember that guy? What was that, American Idol? When Seacrest and that other guy started, and then they dropped him.
I have no
so
idea.
you gotta be ready.
I leave you to jokes. I'll laugh. Thanks for tuning in to the Rising Star Casino Paddle Wheel Podcast.